Mike here, and Micah, the minor prophet Micah, chapter 4, the last part. Only 3 verses, 11 and 13, but they're a little elongated, but still going to be short here. So coming as I go. It's coming off, God said to the house of Judah, the south is split from the north. Anyways, at the grandson Rehoboam of King David, because of David shed much bloodshed in war. Anyhow, so he's talking about, he just said, I'll bring you back from Babylon, and he did. He never brought back the house of Israel, went to northwest into Europe. That was 700 something BC. This is probably, I don't know, guesstimated slang, 10, 15 million, 13 million people. Most of them are Israelites today. Or at least half, you know what I mean, the white man. Anyhow, verse 11, but now, after what I just said, he'll be brought back from Babylon. That happened in history. But now many nations are gathered against you. But that's more at the end, it's probably taken here, okay? Because God calls, people say there's going to be all these wars. It doesn't say that. It says plagues and this and that, but it's also most likely through time in Revelation. But it does say when God comes, and he land, in Israel, they would think he's maybe an alien or something. I don't know. And they come against him, but it's God drawing him. You'll see the nations, and really in Armageddon they gather, but then they go to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which means God's judgment. That's where God destroys the nations, and that's what this really means, because nations, plural. But now the many nations in the end really are gathered against you, Jerusalem. They say, let her be defiled, let our eyes gloat over Zion, that's Jerusalem. But they do not know the thoughts of the Lord who's bringing them there. They do not understand his plan. He who gathers them, there you go, like sheaves to the threshing floor. What I just said, he's going to gather them in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. You can read that in Revelation. God will, the nations, and destroy them there. Rise and thresh, O daughter of Zion. He's saying that as if Zion or Jerusalem is doing that, but it's God. Rise, O thresh, O daughter of Zion. And it says daughter of Zion, which is like a rebirth. And that's definitely the end. You know what I mean? For I will give you horns of iron, and I will give you hooves of bronze, and you will break to pieces many nations. And what I just explained, checking the time, you will devour their ill-gotten gains. In other words, they'll get all the spoils back to the Lord. The Lord will take everything, the whole earth. Their wealth to the Lord of all the earth. Okay? Again, that's Micah, only 3 verses, but they're elongated. And the last part of Micah 4, verses 11 to 13. Okay? Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, bye.